So the market is very, very crazy right now. You guys already know. I want to talk about how you can remove your portfolio, put it in a safe place, and generate some decent yield as well. Not only with stablecoins, but actually tokenized commodities. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Welcome to the Altcoin Hour, your weekly alpha. Yeah, we breaking down the charts, flipping bags, playing smart, from the dips to the moon shots, connecting all the dots. Let's get it. Altcoin Hour.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get into this because, I want to talk about this because I think there's a great opportunity here. And by the way, $76,000 is going to be the Bitcoin current price right now, down 2%. We did touch 80K. That test was failed. And a lot of altcoins are just, they're just all over the place, right? They don't know what to do. They don't know what Bitcoin is doing. There's a lot of FOMO when it comes to OTC buyership. And I'm talking about Michael Saylor's buyership. And there's other institutions as well that are creating this FOMO. And then you have ETF vehicle action as well. That activity is bonkers. $1 billion ETF inflow. That has pushed the Bitcoin price, I think prematurely, up real close to $81,000. So we did test that actual resistance level. It was rejected. We're back down at 75,000. So what should you do, right? What is the best way to actually handle and actually deal with this volatility? Now, if you're in altcoins, right, and you got an altcoin portfolio, it's looking pretty wacky. You're losing money right now. You may be getting money at certain times, right? But you're losing quickly. Why not park that portfolio, those altcoins, in a situation to where you can get some yield? This is what we're going to talk about today. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the platform is very dynamic, and I'm telling you, man, there's average yield across the board, and this is according to the quarter report, around 16.1%. And as you can actually see this on the website. Now, we're talking about 6 different types of actual accounts that you can actually get involved with. And we're talking compound interest from daily all the way to an annual situation, not just stablecoin activity. We're talking about altcoins. You can actually insert your altcoins into the situation to get yield in a broad range too. We're going to get into all of them that are available, and the ones you may have these in your portfolio. You're probably losing money right now because of the dynamics of the actual market, as we were talking about in the intro. But I have to tell you, this is what I do when we have volatility. I find platforms of this nature and I park my coins in them. I make sure they're okay. We'll get into their audit reports and all that good stuff, the way they're making money here in a little bit. But I want the best yield and I want a safe platform. 5 years when it comes to this, CoinDepo, very safe situation here. There's insurance here. It's not bank level insurance, but there is an attempt to actually insure your actual situation. We'll talk about that. All right. So we're talking about Fireblocks actually when it comes to that insurance. There's a lot to like about this platform. So you get interest compound, 6 different ways you can do it. Not only stable coins, but tokenized commodities and altcoins as well. We'll get into the list. There's a lot going on. You have borrowing as well. We'll move to that. Instant line of credit available here. No credit checks. You also have AML and KYC as well. And you have to do that. You have to do the KYC if you want 100% access to the platform. All right. There's limited access up to a certain point. Then you have to do some KYC to get 100%, access to the platform, which that's very understandable. I get that. There's just CeFi, right? There is a DeFi. It's a centralized approach to this as well. So if you don't want to partake, you can actually still within the same platform, diverse and go back into the DeFi sector. There is a button that you can click here right up top and you can switch this into a DeFi actual experience. So you have everything here with this particular platform, and it is audited by hacking and CertTech as well. So you have those reports and you have a quarterly report that comes out too as well. We're going to dive into that here in a little bit. So you have actual crypto credit card activity going on as well on CoinDepo. Unlimited crypto cash back to around 8% with the crypto credit card. You can choose to have metal, plastic, or a virtual card as well. Very diverse situation. There's Google Pay and Apple Pay that is integrated as well with this particular situation. You have that here too as well. So it's multifaceted, 0 fee platform as well. Top level security, as you can see here. We're going to get into that. You also have 2FA with withdrawals and inserts as well. So you have that on exchanges. And if you partake in Binance, Crack, and things of that nature, you know what I'm talking about. You have to go through a lot to withdraw and deposit. It's a pain in the butt, but it's actually needed to keep the riffraff from actually, extracting your funds. So you have that here as well. You have multi-cloud private key protection. The security is here. You can read more about that. I got the link in the descriptions so you can actually do your own research on this as well. We're just briefly going through a lot of this. You have ISO compliance here as well. This is a very serious platform that's giving out major yield, guys. And this is what you need to be involved with when there's volatility in the market. All right, so let's get into the nuances of this quarterly report, and we're going to actually get into the field of opportunities that you have here with CoinDepo. Let's go. So let's go ahead and dive into the Q4 2025 report. We're talking about October the 1st through December the 31st, which was basically a risk-off environment. And they made a little money, guys. They made a lot of money, actually. And we're going to look at the dynamics of this 2025. We're going to get another quarterly report very, very soon. But this was interesting because, again, risk-off actual environment last year. And they had well over $200 million worth of assets under management. 13.3 million was the gross investment income. We'll get into that block and what they're doing and how they're generating this money and sharing it with us. Now, active users well over 100,000. This was up from the actual previous quarter, up 17% actually. Net operating income, $0.53 million. This was a positive increasement as well. Total capital allocated is around $208 million. That's up by 22% up for previous quarters. And we're talking about Q4 2025 is where these numbers are coming from. Looking forward to the next one because this is very turbulent atmosphere as well. So average annual client yield, 16.1%. This was up by 15%. And we're talking about 2025, again, Q3 up 15%. That actual fourth quarter report was stating 16.1% APR. So this is very, very handsome APR. Double digit across the board. We'll get into the actual field because I think that's where this platform shines. The actual options available, in my estimation, very, very extraordinary. Let's move on. So I want to circle back to the actual growth because this platform seems to be growing profusely. Now we're talking about active users. We already talked about that, but I want to talk about the actual gross investment return, which is up to the tune of 22%, guys. We're talking between Q3 and Q4 within 2025, 22%. I want you to think about that when we're talking about investing in the actual coin that's available here as well, the CoinDepo coin. I just want you to think about that because this right here, this particular actual block here of numbers and what they've put in this report leads me to believe that CoinDepo is growing and is going in the right direction. The trajectory is positive. We do see positive growth when it comes to liquidity, when it comes to actual client growth. AUM is going up and is going in the right direction. So let's go ahead and move into how they're making money. So number 4 in the report, we're talking about investment portfolio overview. This is how the money is coming in. We're talking about over collateralized crypto lending. That is up by 4%. And I got to tell you, Q3 up 28% when you combine it with the Q4 stats. So this is a very, very good metric to look at when it comes to how they're bringing in money. Now, a lot of you are going to be like, this is crazy. This is a little bit risky. It is. It's very high risk, like a lot of things in crypto. But when you couple this with other actual factors, it's not a singular notion. So this would be a huge fail point if this is the only way they were making money, but it's not. So we're talking about microcredit programs. That is going to be emerging market. That is taking place right now. 14% increasement in that particular income, which is great. And we're talking Q4 to Q3 comparisons here. This is good. You did get a reduction because of the risk-off environment to around 6%, but overall 14% growth is pretty decent. But that's not the only singular notion here. Let's talk about the next one. Real estate-backed tokenized investments. That's going on here. That's actually up too as well. And we love the RWAs. We love the fact that that's actually integrated into the investment protocol. This is great because this is going to explode going into the next 5 years. So up 23% there. Market neutral trading is going to be part of this block as well. We're talking about bringing money into the platform. This is how they're making money along with the real estate, tokenized assets, microcredit, and crypto lending. We're talking about trading strategies that are going on here. Market neutral, safe zones. That is up almost 55%. So they're doing it right when it comes to bringing in money, solidifying the platform's actual collateralization and money that is being brought in to actually pay us out. It is actually happening. This is a large investment segment, guys. It's not just singular like you see in a lot of DeFi approaches when it comes to just staking and pure yield farming. When you have sectors, when you have an actual segment that is actually compounded with other actual forms of income, you have a multitude of ways of making money here. So if one fails, you have something else that can back that up until that actually starts making money again. So you have that. You have exchange liquidity pools that are going on as well. That is up almost 50% as well. If you compound all of this, you got a 22% upward trajectory when it comes to this making money for the platform. The investment portfolio is what we're talking about. It's doing very well. And we're talking just within a Q3 to Q4 segment here in 2025, which is a risk-off environment. And my conclusion is when we get into a bull market, when we have bullish sentiment going into the next 5 years after language is passed, guys, you can see these numbers probably 2x, which is great for the platform. So we're reaching the end of the review and we're going to talk about the field of opportunity. So most of you are used to getting APR, APY when it comes to stablecoin activity, USDT, USDC, or DIA, which is going to be the algorithmic approach, which I'm kind of surprised to see that here, but you have that options when it comes to stablecoin activity. You can get actual interest paid out daily. That's 17% currently on the platform, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually as well. These actual rates are crazy. A lot of you are like, man, this is unbelievable. This is actually happening. I'm actually partaking and participating. I'm getting yield, the payouts, the withdrawals, no problem there. We're talking about 4+ years in operation since 2021 with no rug pull activity. No weird things have happened on this platform, guys. So they have a very good track record when it comes to security and payouts as well. So this is what I want to scroll to. This is what I want to tell you guys about because I don't know anywhere else you can get actual yield or interest payouts daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually on tokenized commodities. You can get it here. But I'm talking double-digit yield on tokenized commodities. You can get that here. And this is what you can't get on other platforms, guys. We're talking 17% on actual tokenized gold daily, weekly 17.5%, monthly 19%, all the way up to 23% annually interest payouts, guys, on tokenized commodities. And it's probably going to grow. You're going to see copper here pretty soon. You're going to see silver pretty soon, palladium, platinum. I think this whole block is going to grow going into the next 5 years. These interest payouts are crazy. Now let's talk about the big boys. Let's talk about the altcoins. You have a coin here as well, platform coin called CoinDepo. You can get yield on that as well if you're interested in investing in the actual platform coin. It is available. It has outstanding payouts as well, daily to annually. And we're talking about 6 ways, guys, of getting yield payouts. You can do it daily or annually. Bitcoin is available, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Solana, Doge, ADA, which is going to be that Cardano coin. You can get a massive yield on that in this platform. TRX. You can literally put the Tron coin into the situation and generate yield in the platform. Link, which is a hot topic right now. They are live on Amazon on the web services situation. This is phenomenal. You can actually put your Link token into this situation and get some really decent yield that you're not getting on other platforms. Shiba Inu is available to be accessed as well. Tonecoin, Polygon, it just goes on and on. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, AVAX, Cosmos, which is that beautiful Atom coin as well. 12% daily yield payouts, up to 18% annually on Atom. Pepe is even here. Ava, which is a staking platform as well. If you're interested in Undo, you can park it here and get 18% annual yield in this platform. XLM as well, Near Protocol, even Ethereum Classic. You can park it here and get interest, which is crazy. Filecoin, and I'm gonna round it up with Algorand, which is going to be that last option. This is a phenomenal block when it comes to getting yield. Not only altcoins, but tokenized gold as well in your stablecoin varieties. I don't know what to tell you, but if you're not partaking, you're missing out, especially in this volatile situation. Let's go ahead and conclude the show. So if the volatility, it's kind of scaring you away, this is a great opportunity to get some amazing yield. And if you're into tokenized commodities, grab you some tokenized gold, park it, get around 50%, pretty decent. If you got Bitcoin, if you got any of the altcoins that was mentioned, why not park them in a situation like this? Get some fantastic yield while everything kind of levels out, all right? Because going into 2027, I think it's going to be a fantastic year. Don't lose money during the volatility. We got language coming up. I just want to know what you think about this, and I'll see you on the next show. Take it easy.